From coffee to shampoo to hand sanitizer, First Stop Shop is your one-stop, conveniently located at the nearest Delta Petroleum gas station.
Delta Petroleum, serving the Caribbean.
Welcome everyone to THG News Today with Mervyn Henley. It is a brand new week and this program is sponsored by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery, Delta Petroleum and Feasts on Nevis. I trust that you had yourselves a wonderful, restful, blessed weekend. I certainly did. Today is Monday, 22nd April, and before we get into the news, please remember to subscribe to our news channel so that you can be kept abreast on what's happening around you. We begin this morning with news out of St. Kitts and Nevis from the Prime Minister's office. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is poised to benefit immensely from the highly anticipated influx of investments following Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terrance Drew's most recent visit to Dubai. In a series of high-profile engagements, Prime Minister showcased St. Kitts and Nevis as a prime destination for global investors, emphasizing the nation's dedication to forging strong international partnerships and fostering sustainable development through the CBI program. A highlight of the Prime Minister's mission was an exclusive luncheon hosted by the St. Kitts and Nevis Investment Unit that brought together key international marketing agents and stakeholders. The event served as a testament to the citizenship program's global reputation for excellence. Prime Minister Drew delivered the keynote address in which he underscored the nation's commitment to responsible citizenship and sustainable growth, highlighting recent regulatory enhancements and collaborative initiatives within the OECS. Another notable event was Prime Minister Drew's fireside chat at the Investment Migration Forum, providing a platform for candid discussions on key issues surrounding CBI programs. His engagement with international investment migration professionals offered first-hand observations on policy changes and practical implications within the CBI program. Also in attendance was the head of the Citizenship by Investment Unit, Mr. Michael Martin, who provided pivotal perspectives on regulatory frameworks and investment landscapes, in addition to insights into the Federation's steady commitment to innovation and excellence within the CBI landscape. The Prime Minister also expressed optimism about the trajectory and the future of the Federation's CBI program and the potential economic benefits of his mission to Dubai. The highly anticipated increase in investor interest would not only bolster the nation's economy, but also create employment opportunities for citizens and residents, solidly underscoring the nation's commitment to excellence, collaboration, and innovation as pillars for sustained growth and prosperity. So what do we say on here when these things are happening? Something good is happening on St. Kitts and Nevis. And it appears as if, even though some criticize him for being absent at a time when there were a few murders on the island, it appears as if it was a very successful trip. So hopefully we'll see the fruits being brought to bear after this successful week-and-a-half trip there in the Middle East. Now we look at news from Jamaica. It is dangerous and a great risk for the country's chief prosecutor to continue to exercise the powers of her office, following a ruling by the Constitutional Court on Friday, a top legal expert has warned. The Jamaica Constitution gives the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions the sole legal authority to commence and discontinue criminal cases before the courts. The office is also required in some instances to deliver a legal opinion commonly referred to as a ruling authorizing the police to file criminal charges against accused persons. A panel of 3 judges ruled on Friday that an amendment to the Constitution, led by the Andrew Holness administration last July, that raised the age of retirement for the DPP from 60 to 65 was valid. According to the Jamaica Gleaner, a provision that allowed Llewellyn, the DPP, to choose to continue in the post beyond her 63rd birthday last September was declared unconstitutional, null and void, and of no legal effect. Dr. Lloyd Barnett, a respected constitutional attorney, believes the DPP exercise of her powers to initiate a criminal prosecution via a voluntary bill of indictment or discontinue a case could create a legal conundrum in light of the judgment. According to him, the ruling by the Constitutional Court means that the DPP is not legally in office, which is worse. If you are removed from office, it takes effect from the time of the removal. But if you're not legally in office, it puts into question the validity of anything you did before the order was made, Barnett explained. So, if the person who institutes the criminal proceeding is not holding a valid office, then it brings into question the commencement of those proceedings, meaning that it's too problematic for the country to be subjected to that risk, he told the Sunday Gleaner. Barnett added, unless there is some order of the court that permits it at this juncture, it is too dangerous and problematic for the director to continue to exercise the powers of the office. However, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has a different view. An appeal would maintain the status quo until it is heard and determined, he told the Sunday Gleaner, referring to the government's publicly stated intention to challenge the ruling before the Court of Appeal. As you will appreciate, an appeal is needed, even for clarification, he insisted. The DPP, Ms. Llewellyn, has not commented publicly on the judgment, which was handed down in a lawsuit filed by the parliamentary opposition. The Attorney General's Chambers, the legal advisor to the government, has publicly disagreed with the suggestion that the ruling ends Llewellyn's tenure, pointing out that no order has been issued to that effect. The Attorney General also expressed concern that public discussion on the issue is heading in a direction that could cause serious damage to the first-class reputation of an outstanding public servant. By any measure, she has been an outstanding DPP, and I make bold to say the best the country has ever seen, he said of Llewellyn, who was appointed in 2008 and is the first woman to hold the post. So the opposition took the matter to court. And of course, the judges, they have ruled that it is unconstitutional, null and void, and with no legal effect. That means the DPP should be no longer there. However, the Andrew Holness government, they're saying, screw the court. She stays, right? And they're saying, oh, she has the right to stay on an appeal. Yeah, so this is a curious situation where the DPP should not even allow her status to be dragged in such gutter politics. Is she not prepared for retirement? What is she covering up? I don't know. I'm asking. Is she covering up something for the government? And why is the government so adamant that this DPP should not leave? She should stay. And they're fighting and fighting tooth and nail for this DPP to remain in office, even though the court says it is unconstitutional. Who is the DPP trying to protect in the Andrew Holness government, or supporters of the Andrew Holness government? Because I can't understand this. The thirst for power. She's almost 70 years old, trying to hold on with all her claws. The refusal to abide by the court's ruling. This can only cause chaos and confusion in Jamaica. I mean, if she is so reputable, as the Minister of Justice puts it, if she is so good, then she can have her own law firm, or she can be a professor, or she can get a job anywhere if she's so good. But she's holding on to that post with all her might and power. And finally, in our news today, ladies and gentlemen, out of the British Virgin Islands, Utilities Minister Kye Rymer has announced a groundbreaking initiative that promises to cut electricity bills by half for residents. The effort is part of a broader strategy by the government to tackle the high cost of living and to promote sustainable energy solutions within the Virgin Islands. According to Minister Rymer, the high energy costs in the territory have been largely influenced by external factors such as the cost of fuel and shipping, which global events has taken over. In addressing these challenges, the BVI Electricity Corporation has taken significant steps to reduce the per unit price of electricity for their customers. A key component of the initiative is the Solar Technology Energy Program, STEP, designed to enable residential customers to generate their electricity using solar power. The program includes installing grid-tie systems which not only allow electricity production from solar energy, but may also provide financial credits to participating customers. The BVI Electricity Company will cover all upfront costs for the equipment and installation, removing financial barriers for residents. This strategy dependency on imported fuel and contributes to reduced electricity generation costs. Savings from these lower costs will initially go towards recouping the setup expenses. Once these are paid, the savings will be passed on to the customers, manifesting as lower electricity bills or credits. Minister Rymer emphasized the importance of the program not only for cost reduction, but also for its potential to foster local expertise in solar system installation. And with that, we've just concluded THG News Today for Monday, 22nd April. The news, of course, was sponsored by Carl & Sons on St. Martin, Feezes on Nevis, and Delta Petroleum. Do join me again, God's willing, tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time for a similar presentation. I am Mervyn Hanley, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years, and the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Punfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feezes, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal puri. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feezes, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They are also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.